We are back, folks, here on the Michigan Insider on Sports Talk 1050 WTKA, online at WTKA.com. We're live here inside the Suburban Chevrolet Make the Choice studios. Great day for talking to coaches. We talked to Brady Hoke earlier this morning, who had a message for us. I mean, he's been sending messages on his wife's behalf to us, Ira, for a few weeks now. That's how you know the ante is really upped for the softball academy. And don't worry to all of those out there that are talking smack to us. See, we just aren't we aren't advertising our plans, the things that we have in store, some of the angles we're working from a fundraising perspective. Don't worry, we're ready. We'll be there and ready to go. Much like the Michigan softball team was ready for the start of Big Ten play. 6-0 in the Big Ten, coming off a 3-game sweep of the Penn State Nittany Lions. Of course, they had a one-off against Detroit as well that we'll talk about with Michigan softball coach Carol Hutchins. All of our coach guests from State Street are brought to you by Dexter Builders. Whether you're looking for a bathroom remodeling, room additions, a replacement window, or other commercial and home remodeling, Dexter Builders can turn your home improvement ideas into reality. Coach Hutch, good morning.
Good morning, Sam.
Glad to be with you as always, Coach. And so, I remember the last time you and I talked. It's been a couple of weeks since I was on Thursday. You talked about timely hitting, scoring some more runs. And boy, this Penn State series, scoring runs wasn't an issue.
Well, I think a couple things. We have been swinging with a lot of confidence, and of course, hitting is very contagious. And we took advantage of some Penn State pitching that was just putting it over the plate. And, kudos to us for taking advantage of that. But, I expect it to continue to get a little more difficult.
I got you. So let's go in order. Starting game one, a 6-0 win. And I think you start out that game talking about Haley Wagner once again and the fantastic season that she's having thus far. Took a perfect game into the bottom of the seventh with one out.
Well, Haley just was pitching lights out, and I say perfect game. And then I believe she hit the first batter of the inning. And then, we gave up a hit, and no big deal. She pitched great, and it's a lot to expect anybody to know any team. But Haley's pitching with a lot of confidence, and that was really the story.
Right. And so, Coach, to get to the at the plate. The top of your order, 6 for 12 in that game, 4 runs, 2 RBIs. They really got it done.
They've been getting it done. Doyle and Coley, they have just been on fire and setting the pace. And if Doyle doesn't lead off the inning, then we've got our second leadoff hitter, Nicole Staffenfield, getting it done. Nicole Staffenfield was just named a top 10 finalist for the Senior Class Award, which is a great credit to her and, of course, to Michigan. So we're pretty excited for her.
All right. So, Coach, you go into game two. What does the coach do in a game like that where you score 22 runs? You win that game 22-0 in 5 innings.
Well, sometimes, we've seen it happen. It happened last year against Michigan State where everybody's hitting. And I put in kids who never get but a couple at bats the whole season. Kay Lukens, one of our fine senior captain, who doesn't play much for us. Her role is to be a leader in the dugout, and she hits a 3-run bomb. Brandy Virgils, whose main role is to be a pinch runner and one of our number one backup outfielder, hits a 3-run bomb. And it was just one of those things when everything's going your way. No kidding.
Well, you Coach, I got to say that we here on the show, while we love the entire team, we were a little more excited to hear about Brandy's home run because she was our coach last year. So when she hits one over the wall, you got to take us through the response from the team when she taps home plate.
Well, first of all, she just had a great at-bat. She was fouling off pitches and just staying in her at-bat. And she hit that ball over the fence, and it was a hard shot. It wasn't certain it was going to clear. It was hit really well, but sometimes it's not high enough. And I've never seen a home run trot like this. This was a home run sprint. She was hit the home plate before I could consider getting her a piece of candy out of my pocket. So she was excited, and I think that the neatest thing for us, and we can talk about a little bit as we got a lot of kids in last night in the Detroit game. The kids get excited for people like that. They know how hard Brandy and Louie work, and they're there for them every day. They're always cheering for them, and so those my kids who play regularly and got to watch that, they're just really enjoying it with them and happy for them.
All right, we're talking to Michigan softball coach Carol Hutchins here on the Michigan Insider on Sports Talk 1050 WTKA, online at WTK.com. And like you said, the hitting is contagious, and they put some balls over the plate. Penn State did, and that didn't stop in game number 3. You win that one 12-4, and I'll start out in this one like we did in game number 1, talking about the great performance by Haley. She took a no-hitter into the bottom of the 5th in this game.
Well, yeah, again, Haley pitched well, very well. And that was a game, we had moved the game up. All the games were affected because they had incoming weather. And we ended up playing a double on Friday, which we often do. Friday was a very nice day. And Saturday it called for rain all day, and Sunday turning to snow. And so we moved everything up. Thankfully, we would not have gotten but one game in if we stuck to the regular schedule. We would have played one game all weekend. And but with that being said, we came out smacking the ball. Haley definitely had no hitter going into the 7th, but by the 7th inning, or the 5th inning, I should say, it had been raining for several innings. And it was a cold, wet rain. It was chilly, chilly, chilly. And the field conditions were starting to get a little slippery, but it was still playable, and we were just trying to get the 5th over, and we'd go home. And we struggled. She struggled in that inning, gave up some hits, ba-boom, ba-boom. She struggled to find the strike zone. She was slipping a little bit. We ended up bringing Sarah Drusinga in to finish off the last out. And she did it in one batter. She did a fantastic job coming in. But I didn't bother my assessment of Haley's performance over the weekend. She kind of lost it late in the game there. But our kids, again, they just showed up to play all weekend. And as I tell them, it's not about the other team. We just play our game and just play at our level, and the rest will take care of itself.
All right, so Coach, you've talked all season about the luxury of having 3 arms that you can go to, but Haley has been the most consistent, and you said you're looking for more consistency from your other pitchers. Megan Betza, who's a freshman, so it's going to be a process for her, but boy, did she take a huge step in that process against Detroit, a no-hitter, and her first win at Alumni Field, taking out Detroit 10-0.
Well, we do have a pitching staff, and what's been really important for us is we play for May. We play to get through May, and we want everybody to just continue to work to get a little bit better every day, because by May you'll be a lot better. And Sarah really pitched well up Penn State as well. She actually had one of her better performances. And we don't just judge based on whether the opponent hits it or not, but just whether they're making their pitches, whether they're able to command the zone. And that's been the theme with Megan Betza. She's just struggled with her control and struggled with her confidence, which, of course, both go hand in hand. And she's worked the last couple of weeks in practice very hard, and we've given her some very difficult drills because she's had to face our hitters. And our hitting lineup is pretty good. And we made her face our entire lineup on Tuesday, and she had great command and great confidence. And so she got the start yesterday. It was much needed, but she wasn't perfect. She had a few walks, but I was really pleased with the improvement that she's made.
Well, Coach, you have made the point all season long on the other side of things that, hey, it's about being able to provide some protection for Romo in the lineup. You talked about Nicole Sappingfield doing the job of getting on base, and she's done that. You mentioned she's been on fire. But once she gets there, Romo is still doing the job. I'm looking at the stats: first in the nation in on-base percentage, second in the nation in batting average, and she hit she goes out and hits a grand slam against Detroit.
Well, Romo loves those kind of theatrics. I've got to tell you, she lights up when the bases are loaded, and she's just that kind of player. She's definitely a star player, and that's all you can say about her is she finds a way to get things done. When bases are loaded, they don't have anywhere to put her, but she's pretty dangerous, and she's having a great year for us. But honestly, as the coach, I'm probably most pleased that her defense is much better than it was last year, and she's playing a much more consistent shortstop. She's always been a razzle-dazzle kind of player and able to make lights-out plays, but she was too error prone for us, and I'm very pleased that she has improved a lot.
Great stuff. 8:37 on a Thursday. So that gets us to the softball academy. Coach, I don't know if you were listening earlier this morning, but Brady came on talking about spring football, and he had to throw a little shot in at us on his wife's behalf, which we are fine with. We are fine with all of the challenges that are coming our way because we are greatly looking forward to the opportunity to avenge our loss last year at the Softball Academy on the fundraising side of things. And it's coming up. It's wow, we are almost a month out, Coach, from the Softball Academy.
We are just under a month out.
Just under a month out.
May
That's right.
1st.
It's May 1st. That's right.
And on April 1st, we had an academy meeting, as we have every month. And I said we are 1 month away. We have 27 teams lined up, committed to us. 27 teams, which means that you have more competition than ever. And that's what this is all about. Because competition means that the competitors rise to the top. We're pretty excited about where we're going. The interest has been fantastic. And one of the additions to the academy is all the captains that are signed up online. On this Sunday, we're going to have what we call our academy kickoff. And instead of doing an academy breakfast, which many fans remember us doing in past years, we're going to celebrate at the game. We thought it'd be a great time to do it, is why we're playing softball. And we're going to have promotions for the academy. And all captains who are signed up will get a post-game tour of our brand-new Shepherd Center facility by myself. And I'm pretty excited about that. So I certainly hope you're going to be in attendance at that game Sunday, as we're hosting Ohio State all weekend.
Will the captain give me a pass? You give me a pass, Cap.
Well, the captain of the team is going to be like 2,000 miles away, so we're going to figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. Maybe the captain will give me a pass.
Well, you might have to send the co-captain.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. msoftballacademy.org, msoftballacademy.org, and let me tell you, folks, get signed up if you haven't already. It is a terrific time for a terrific cause, and as much as we're talking smack, it's all for the same reason. We want to get out there and have a great time and raise money to fight breast cancer. So, Coach, we certainly appreciate it, and I hope that the response that you're getting so far is as jubilant as the one we're getting, because everywhere we go, it seems these days there are people saying that they're going to participate.
Well, I really appreciate, first of all, Brady and Laura. They are just such great friends of the program and so involved in the academy. They're great supporters. But I think you all on the radio help us tremendously. And I say it to people all the time. They have a little concern over trying to go out and play softball at whatever age they may happen to be. But this, first of all, isn't about softball, but it is one of the most fun experiences people of all ages ever have. They just really enjoy being around my kids. And my kids are they're fantastic. They're fantastic to get a chance to meet, to know. You get a glimpse of their personality as you got to know Brandy last year. And these are really committed young Michigan women, and I really invite people to come out and get to know them.
Yeah, that is, as much as every experience is great, the chance to really get to know the players, away from competition is unbeatable. It's unmatched. So, again, get signed up, msoftballacademy.org. We'll be out there. We hope that you will, too. Well, Coach, you know what we didn't do? I jumped right to the Softball Academy. Jeez, I didn't even talk about your upcoming opponent, Ohio State. How could we not do that? Just give us
I don't know. I was going to say, we can't get off the phone yet.
Tell us about the Buckeyes, what we're going to see from the Buckeyes when they come to town to take you guys on this weekend.
Well, the Buckeyes, I was asked yesterday by the media, why should the fans come out this weekend? I said, well, it's Ohio State. And even though I don't ever get too caught up in who our opponent is, I know how much the fans love that. They're 5-1 in the conference, and they're a solid team. And I don't know a whole lot more about them today, but I know one thing: it's going to be good softball at Alumni Field, and I expect a great weekend. And we play 6:00 Friday night, Saturday and Sunday. We're expecting a little rain Friday, but it looks like we're going to have a pretty good weekend for softball. So we need the fans to come out and cheer us on and help us take down the Buckeyes.
All righty. Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking the time with us every single Thursday. The times for the games, folks: Friday, 6 o'clock, Saturday at 2, Sunday at 1. Get on out and support the Michigan softball team and get signed up for the Softball Academy, msoftballacademy.org, msoftballacademy.org. Again, we're going to have a great time and really looking forward to it. And Coach, thanks a ton. And I am going to make it. I am going to make it over there on our team's behalf this Sunday. I'm putting it down there right now just so I can, we got to get some intel on who the competition is. So this is my recon mission, making it out there on Sunday. So
that is a good idea. Well, you want the chance to see this facility. I'll tell you, I walk in it every day, and I can't begin to tell you how blessed we are and how fortunate we are, because this facility is like no other in the country, no other that I can fathom. So come on out and see it.
All right. Looking forward to it, Coach. Thanks a lot. We'll see you Sunday and talk to you next week.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Bye-bye.
That was Michigan softball coach Carol Hutchins. Look, guys, it was a great time. It was a great time. Now, I admit that, with everything that's going on, I've missed some sessions over at Body Specs. I got to get all stretched out and, get the wind back up. But I got, I was thinking about Body Specs when I said we were a month out. We're less than a month out, but that's enough time for Skip and Mark to get me back together and ready to go, ready to compete. I admit I also have been focused on the fundraising side a little bit more. So, it's not like I haven't been working in some capacity for the Softball Academy. Just throwing it out there, just so you know. Am I trying to intimidate the competition a little bit? Yeah, I am. Trying to let you know you have to step up your game to beat the Michigan Insider crew. Got to get to a break. Back on the other side here on the Michigan Insider with Terry Mills on the Michigan Insider on Sports Talk 1050 WTKA, the official voice of University of Michigan Sports.